Tonight, the United Workers' Party conducts a review into the cause of the crushing election defeat at the 2021 polls ahead of its national convention. The St. Jude Hospital reconstruction project audit comes under scrutiny by a former economic development minister. And a new skills app has been created to serve as a database to drive employment suitability.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Daniela Edwin.
Good evening. It is Thursday, February 9th, 2023. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna, thank you for joining us. As the United Workers' Party continues its mobilization efforts ahead of its upcoming convention, the newly minted public relations officer of the political outfit has confirmed that the former Castries North candidate has officially resigned from the party. Stephenson King quit the UWP at the 11th hour, just days before the 2021 general election. He would later win the seat as an independent candidate.
The UWP's upcoming convention has brought into sharp focus a review on the crashing defeat at the 2021 general election. Upon initial review, the party's public relations officer, Leonard Spider Montoute, believes that the last-minute switch by Stephenson King was underhanded and uncharacteristic of an honorable individual. King's defection to an independent candidate and shortly afterward his alignment with the ruling St. Lucia Labour Party was seen as a strategic move to win over the votes of disenfranchised UWP supporters and that of SLP supporters. Spider says the move came as a surprise to the party and contributed significantly to King's overwhelming victory in the constituency. He observes that there was never even the slightest indication from King that he has been unhappy with the party.
I would never assume that anyone carrying the title of honorable would behave in such a despicable manner, would do such, a low-life act. And that's what I consider it to be. That's an act of betrayal. That's an act of treason. That is the hypocrisy of the highest order. That's treachery of the highest order. That is what I call it. Now, someone said to me, oh, Stephenson King outplayed you all. And no, that's not strategy. That's not tactic. That's deceit. That's what it is. And that cannot be praised, that cannot be condoned, that cannot be accepted.
Pointing to a similar decision made by Sir Neville Snark, who crossed the floor after winning his seat on a St. Lucia Labour Party ticket, Montoute maintains that King's behavior was treacherous and a betrayal that the party will not soon get over.
Let me just point out to you what he actually did. He pretended that he was going to be contesting as an independent, while he had his deals, he had made arrangements with the St. Lucia Labour Party not to put in a candidate to contest against him, so that the Labour votes would come to him, okay, and his personal votes as well, so that he would emerge as the parliamentary representative, and he immediately joined in with the Labour Party. As you can see now, he is sitting in Parliament. Okay, so that again is another form of deceit. He played the people by making them believe that he was independent. I never fell for that one, because before the elections I made it clear to St. Lucians that neither Richard Frederick nor Stephenson King were independent candidates. They were not. And that says something too about our Prime Minister, a man who makes such deals, underhanded, under the table deals like these. What other deals is he involved in?
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Kareem Nelson.
At Thursday's UWP press conference, Guy Joseph made his return to unearth the truth about the St. Jude Reconstruction Project. Dissecting the report completed by the St. Jude Reconstruction Project Review Committee, which guided the peer administration decision on St. Jude, Joseph noted that many inconsistencies are present within the document. He also boldly declared that the Prime Minister and his cohorts have no clue as to what obtained with the St. Jude project.
The current regime has always maintained that the decisions taken on the St. Jude Reconstruction Project were advised by the report provided by the review committee tasked to assess the viability of the sites for the hospital reconstruction. Now, former Economic Development Minister Guy Joseph is challenging the Pierre-led administration on the contents of that very same document. Joseph also opined that it seems as though the Prime Minister is not well versed on the hospital project based on his interactions with the media. At a pre-cabinet briefing on Monday, Prime Minister Pierre was not able to provide a final costing for the project, nor was he able to identify how many beds the facility would be able to accommodate. He, however, noted that the costing would be provided on a phased basis. Joseph is taking the Prime Minister to task over his reluctance to provide an answer.
You telling me a Prime Minister who has debated in Parliament, has represented the people for 30 years plus, and you don't know how many beds? And in your own report says that according to the Ministry of Health, and I will read it for you in the report, page 16, item number 7.8. The ministry officials confirmed that they did not sign off on final drawings that was sent to the DCA for approval. Only the conceptual drawings prepared in 2019 was forwarded to the ministry. The ministry also advised that based on their analysis, St. Jude should be a 70-bed facility. That is what their report says, not my report. So did Mr. Philip J. Pierre read this report before he tabled it in Parliament?
Joseph also accused Prime Minister Pierre of misleading the public when providing the estimates for the completion of the more modern building.
The government gave you several prices. That was Mr. Philip J. Pierre kept on convoluting the prices. Their own report says that we spent 118 million on St. Jude, but only 89 million has been paid, and there's an outstanding amount of about 28 million to be paid. What is so difficult with this mathematics? And then if another 40 million is to be spent to complete the ground floor, to move into the facility, then with a price of about 160 million, you would have St. Jude move from the George Odlum Stadium to the new St. Jude, a modern building.
Joseph also contends that the design of the old St. Jude site is not fit for purpose. He opines that the modern building the former administration sought to build would have been more effective, as its design drew inspiration from some of the best health facilities globally.
According to their own report, their buildings are bigger than ours. It is just made up of 25 small buildings. Think of running a hospital with 25 small buildings. You need an x-ray, you run to that building over there. You need to get the results of the x-ray, you run to the other building over there. A nurse has to be attending to one person there and one person. And we all know that. We are living in a modern era. We are living in a day when the internet has made global things available to us. You can Google any hospital. I have several pictures. UMass, St. Vincent Hospital in Boston. All of these hospitals, they are a big building in one. Take Cleveland Clinic in Florida. You pass there and you see this big building. It might be 10, 12 stories high. Everything under one roof.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Kareem Nelson.
The Ministry of Youth Development and Sports launched their much-anticipated Skilled 758 app and web browser on Wednesday in a press conference at the Financial Services Center. The app was developed by Vernon Jean and his 4-member team of programmers from Easy Click Solutions. It is expected to provide a medium for skilled people to be matched with employers looking for specific skill sets.
As government moves ahead with advancing the youth economy and reducing unemployment among young people, a local developer has created a platform that can match specialized skills with demand. The digital transformation comes in the form of an app called Skilled 758, which was officially launched on Thursday. A news conference was held at the Financial Services Center at Point Serafin, where Minister for Youth Development and Sports Kenson Gazime implored youth to register on the app. He stressed that in addition to enhancing connectivity between young people and the employment market, it also creates an opportunity for regional visibility and marketability.
Persons who have all sorts of skills, no matter what age group, can definitely access the app. What we want to do is we want to create an avenue for people that are skilled, that may be at home or on the block, to realize that there's an opportunity for you, that you're presenting yourself not just to your immediate neighborhood, but you're presenting yourself to all of St. Lucia, you're presenting yourself to all of the region, and then you're presenting yourself to all of the world. So really and truly, this should motivate anybody who has any level of ambition to get up and do something, strengthen your skill, get more qualified, present the information on the app, and hopefully get some level of employment to help yourself and your family.
Gazime says the goal is to create a database of available skill for employers to choose from and to eventually connect young persons registered on the app with opportunities for further training. Given the fact that 2023 has been designated Commonwealth Year of the Youth, the minister disclosed that the Commonwealth Secretariat has pledged to make training available to St. Lucians in over 200 areas of study. He says the Skilled 758 app will go a long way in making sure that St. Lucian youth are well positioned to take advantage of this opportunity.
The hope is that the Ministry of Education would be partnering with the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports to provide as much opportunity through their TechVoc program that is regionally accepted and through outside universities that are willing to come on board and assist St. Lucia. St. Lucia's youth. One of the things that we are looking forward to is the Commonwealth. This is the year of the youth, and they've designated or they've promised to provide training in 250 digital jobs for St. Lucia. And so we are hoping that very soon that they can actually connect with us to execute this on behalf of the people of St. Lucia.
Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Eldridge Charles.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Coming up next, debate on the state of the island's roads continues to trend as the opposition takes aim at the Philip J. Pierre administration, and the United Workers' Party shrugs off claims of infighting as it mobilizes to contest the next general election. We'll be back with the details to these stories and so much more right after the break.